What's up, people? What's good? I've been spending my afternoon playing DmC, which is unfortunate. But the fortunate thing was, I decided to play Devil May Cry Vergil's Downfall. Now, I'm going to show you the expression on my face right now, thinking about playing this game, the Vergil's Downfall DLC. That's my expression. Um, Let me get into this, man, because I'm a known hater of DMC. Let's get that out the way now. I absolutely despise the remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it. It's an abomination. That's my personal feelings. And I have many, many facts. I have hard evidence to back this up. That doesn't stop people from disagreeing with me, but if you come into this with no facts, just blind fanboyism, you will get shot down because I am bringing facts to the table. Now that that's out the way, this DLC is fucking good. Okay, let me just show my face fully while I say this. The DLC is fucking good. Now, I'm on Mission 4, or I've just started to play Mission 4. So, there's only 6 missions in the DLC, and I'm just on Mission 4. So, I've got all the power-ups that I'm gonna need. So, we've got angel weapons, and we've got demon weapons. Those are the only things I'm really concerned with. So, the cutscenes. This is not a review, not a full review. This is my first impressions. The cutscenes are my only real issue with this DLC so far. Again, let that just sink in for a second. I'm a massive anti, and that's really my only issue right now. The cutscenes are animated, which means they could take shortcuts with the animation, and therefore it's kind of a low quality animation. I feel I like the style actually. Like, I like the style of it. It's very comic bookish. And I like the style of it, but it just feels kind of, yeah, this is kind of an afterthought DLC kind of thing. You know, we didn't have enough time to put 3D renders in this bitch. So it kind of feels lazy on that front. But that's honestly very minor complaint, in all honesty. Now, the story of the DLC so far is that Vergil, spoilers by the way. Okay, Vergil's been defeated at the end of DmC. He's got, a wound in his chest. He's weak and he's in hell, basically. And it's almost like he's going through the circles of hell or something. But he's in limbo, obviously. This game's version of hell, and he's seeing things. Limbo is basically creating images of people he knows, like Kat and Dante. They aren't real, but it's Limbo fucking with him, essentially. It's almost like this is his punishment for being such a dick, So that kind of just twists Vergil even more. You see, I can actually remember the story, whereas DmC, none of it. But yeah, the premise is a nice premise. It doesn't have any of this political shit. It doesn't try to preach a message. It doesn't really try to do anything that the main game tried to do with storytelling, and that's a good thing. because the original game tried to do all that stuff with storytelling and it sucked. It really sucked. So it just came off as preachy and pretentious and badly written. This is a personal deal with focusing solely on Vergil, and it works way better than the main game. It really does. So like I say, I'm okay with it. The gameplay, Vergil, he plays really good. He not really good, but he plays good. Like, he's more intricate and more technical than Dante. He doesn't have a demon dodge, thank fuck. So Vergil has zero capacity to be overpowered. He doesn't have a capacity to be overpowered. The only things that are really like fuck you up strong are his the spinning swords, but he was like that in DmC 3. In fact, I'd go as far to say that they've toned Vergil down, because in DmC 3 he was a powerhouse, like you just mash buttons to win. In this game, it's almost like they've toned him down and made him a tiny bit more technical, which is really strange to me considering what they did with Dante, which is the complete opposite. Now, so Vergil's gameplay is really nice. I really like it. The angel weapon, I would say they are weak. The angel attacks are pretty weak, but they're agile. The demon weapons are strong, but not very agile. And I found myself kind of switching between the two, because you can use Vergil's teleport dodges to cancel moves, so you can cancel moves and such. So you can cancel the startup or the ending of a move, so that you can get attacks off more quickly. So I found myself actually using the demon weapon in conjunction with cancels and angel weapons, which can also cancel out and cancel into each other. So it was a real refreshing thing to go from playing DmC Dante to playing DmC Vergil, and I'm impressed, because I'm legit impressed. So the level design, it's Limbo, so you're going to have a lot of the themes that were in DmC from Limbo. So the broken rocks, the platforming, which honestly Vergil maneuvers that a bit differently. He doesn't have a double jump, and instead of having whips, he uses his swords, and he shoots a sword and it teleports either the object to him or him to the object. And that also is the same with enemies. He either teleports to them with a sword or teleports them to him with a sword. So like I said, I'm going to wrap this up now. I'm on mission 4 and I'm enjoying myself. If you have DmC for whatever reason, buy it. Like, this DLC is a fucking no-brainer. Buy it. If you don't have DmC, I don't know what I can recommend. But you should definitely play this DLC. If you're not a fan of DmC, play the DLC. Did I just say if you're not a fan of DLC? If you're not a fan of DmC, let me just make sure I said that right. If you're not a fan of DmC like me and you're a massive anti, the DLC is actually worth a shit. And it's somewhat difficult. It actually has a difficulty because of Vergil's gameplay. If you love DmC, I don't know, because people that love DmC have not liked this Yeah, people that have loved DmC have not liked this DLC. So if you're a pro for the game, you love it, I don't actually know what to recommend. All I can say is, as a massive anti, I like it. So, wrapping up now, this DLC is a massive refresher and a sole reason to keep playing DmC, besides to glitch it, because it's actually a fun experience to play. And I never expected I'd be saying that about anything related to this game, but Vergils' downfall has impressed me. Don't mistake my praise for saying it's the best thing ever, because it's not. But at the same time, it's definitely above average. So where would I rate Vergils' downfall? I would probably give it, like, if the main game got a 3, which it has from me. So the main game's got a 3 out of 10. I'm probably inclined to give Vergils' downfall like a 7. 7.5 sounds pretty fair. I know that to a lot of you people, 7.5 is like trash, but on my personal rankings, 7.5 is above average, on the brink of getting good. So it's definitely worth your time. And that's only halfway through the DLC, mind you, so I'll come back with a proper review once I've beaten it. But yeah, it's got me. What can I say? So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And whether you be a pro or an anti, yeah, it's a pretty good experience. So, well, that was weird. That was weird. See ya.